try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
You say too late to start, got your heart in a hand. I don't believe it. You say too late to start, ain't your heart in a hand. You know you're better.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you I got your back. I promise that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. Promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? Would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. Stressed.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 18, Rattler. Ready.
Throwing right away is Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates.
Now Daniels. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Here's more on the return. And that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. He's to the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited?
They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the double. Let's go now. Blue 32 set.
Firing quickly out wide as well. 20! 5! Touchdown! Packers! Jaden Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. To throw is Daniels. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming into the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go.
They'll run here with a rookie. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels looking to throw. Checks it down. Krosky Merritt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, ultra, yellow, 43, smash.
To throw now, here's Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Ultra, go, set, hut. 10 black. Hey, blue. Hut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down. The Packers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mega.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready, set. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take it in. touchdown, Packers! Matthew Golden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Washington, first down.
Here's Daniels.
First down, Washington.
They'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on. Hey,
First down, Washington.
Cut 19. 18, Pioneer.
To the air goes Daniels.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
18
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown!
Rashad White
from a yard out.
And the Commanders are back within a score.
Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go ultra. Set, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush your passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 44 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cut 19, cut 19. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Got his man, Okonkwo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll complete this one to Okonkwo. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Check, 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 check. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 19, Charger, 19, Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18, 5 in.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Following the interception, Love. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock for 24 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready, ready. Ultra, yellow, 43. Set.
Now Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
And this is not going to get there. Not close. Look like complications with the snap. It's no good.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Love now.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for running around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yellow, needle blue. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Set, hut. Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Ultra. Go ultra.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they got it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw is Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning it is Moore. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here, ready?
To throw now, here's Love. Pass caught, that's Golden. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready up. Hey, set, ready. Ultra. Go ultra. Touch.
On play action. Love to throw. Oh, he's got him wide open. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mega. Let's go now.
Well, Love wants to shift things around. Jacobs. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4. That's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Crease here as he's past the 30. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, 69 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
42. Commanders 21. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up without another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
33, yellow. Hut.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. To the 36-yard line, stop there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, it doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's Love. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it? Did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready up. 6. Mega. Down.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go. Cut.
Love, they go play action now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Hey, go Fury.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Stephanie! Cowboy 80!
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the air goes Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone, it's a Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was strapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Throwing after the interception, Daniels. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Green, let's go now. 10 black. 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down. First and 10
Hey,
at
cross
the
field.
25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Set.
Off the play fake, Love. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Come on, come on.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of time.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he carries this one past the midfield, striping into Commander territory. 139 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
38.
Second down, Jacobs once more. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.